What is going on, everyone? This is the Brandalorian 88 coming at you with another action figure review. And today we're looking at the G.I. Joe Classified New York Comic Con exclusive Cobra's Pythona. Very excited to get this in hand. If you're a fan of the original movie and or the new Skybound comics, you'll appreciate this. We've got the number 172 with this special Cobra lenticular box and numbering there. Matching the Cobra Commander, Once a Man, and the Nemesis Immortal. Here she is looking awesome with an eel on the side there. And this packaging just is blowing me away all the way around that lenticular looking Cobra backdrop there. Very, very nice indeed. Here's all her specs. Love the lettering, like I said, and the QR code there, and that shot again of her on the side. Again, if you're a fan of the original 87 movie and the new Skybound comics, this is a must grab. So we are very excited to take a look at this one. Taking her out of the package, she is absolutely stunning. This figure immediately is already going to be a contender for a figure of the year, in my humble opinion. Look at all this detail in the face and in the sculpt and in the paint. This is super cool. Looking at that like biotech, patterns and texturizing that Cobra has had with the Nemesis Immortal, previously known as Enforcer. This is unreal. Let's zoom in on that face. This is unbelievable. Look at the paint and detail in there, the tattoos on the side, the eyes, the lips, piercing earrings there. Look at all this sculpted detail and paint. This thing is unreal. Really feels like a biosuit, like very similar to like the Guyver back in the day, if you all know what that is. If you don't, check it out. That's what I'm feeling with this, even more than what the cartoon gave us. Very much what they've been giving us in the comics with the Skybound Energon universe. Looking all the way down, that sculpted and paint work is going all the way down. They did not miss a beat with this. Looking at that cloth cape as well, and that's got some pattern and texturizing. The hair looks fantastic. This thing is top notch all the way through. With that hood there, we'll take a look at that in a little bit to recreate that opening scene from the original movie. But from an aesthetic, you can't say anything bad about this. Articulation, she can move side to side. She is going to be hindered a little bit with the ponytail and the cloak, but you could pop the head off and take the cloak off if you want. You're going to be able to get normal range of motion. Your shoulders can go up. We've got double hinged pinless elbow there, and then the wrist and hinge at the wrist as well, on both sides. We also have the diaphragm cut there, and then you've got your waist articulation, and then her hips can go out about that wide, drop down hips. Like all modern G.I. Joe Classified. We've got the thigh swivel there. We've got the double hinge knees, pinless as well. And then the ankle pivot and rocker. So again, normal articulation. She doesn't have any extra padding that would inhibit any kind of articulation other than the ponytail. Accessories, a ton. We've got 2 closed fist hands right there. We've also got this hand with like some spore coming out of it. There's so much that happens in the comics and cartoon, and they really brought that to life here when she's like scratching the fence there and kind of like changing her nails there. That looks really cool, like a clawing effect. We also have these 2 dual bio like snake discs for her weapons. Very, very nice indeed. I like that. It looks pretty cool. Kind of like Tron, translucent plastic. We also have a gem of this size from the original movie. Very nice that they included that. So you can have that part of like the Energon universe as well for expanding your lore. And then she comes with a ton of creatures. This is like some crab beak turtle tentacle thing. It's sculpted very well. Very nice. So you can add to that Cobra. Here's this clam that's like got this like goo sticking, but it's painted and sculpted very well. We also have this closed one with some spikes and some tails coming out of it. It's almost like it's like flying in the air or swimming. And then we've got this one, which is like a four-headed eel. Some of the mouths are cracked open, some of them are open, one's closed. Very, very nice. And then you can rest that on her wrist. We'll do in a second. And then she also comes with this monster that's got his mouth open and then tentacles and stuff like that as well. So many cool creatures. I love that she came with all of these. And then here she came with a second ponytail, a shorter ponytail. So if you want to pop the longer one off, you can. And then this home run of a second head. Unfreaking believable with the fangs. I mean, still with that same detail and tattoos, but then with some fangs as well. So cool. And then you can recreate that original opening scene where she's attacking the Cobra base with her hood up. Very, very nice indeed. And then look at that screaming head. I mean, so cool. Had to get two of these because I need to have one with this head and one displayed with the stern look. And here she is with her battle disc and the eels resting on one hand, so she can control the creatures and then have weapons as well. Here she is looking at another female figure. We have the new retro cover girl, and they're pretty comparable in size, but completely different sculpts there. We also have Lieutenant Falcon. How could we not? From the original movie, the original main protagonist, Duke's younger half-brother there. And these two pose up quite nice with each other as well. So very happy with that. And then last but not least, we had to include her with Nemesis Immortal, previously known as Enforcer. And these two look phenomenal together. I cannot wait to get the rest of the Cobra Law figures like Globulus and multiple of the Royal Guard. They're already knocking them out of the park, and you can see they pose very well together. Final thoughts on this figure. Absolute home run. If you're a fan of Cobra Law, if you've been reading the new Energon Universe comics and are a fan of the original movie, this is a no-brainer to go with your Nemesis Immortal. They've spared no expense in the quality and the amount of accessories, the paint, the sculpt, the aesthetic. This is really where G.I. Joe kind of leaned into the sci-fi, which I appreciate, especially how they can incorporate Transformers and board rivals. Would love to see some 6-inch figures of those, especially since Cobra and Pythona has featured so heavily. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this review, let me know in the comment section, and we will catch you on the next episode.